Seattle's made one change in the front row after a victory at Old Glory last week. Mzama Majola starts at loose head with Sam Matenga as the tight head prop. Breno Herbst is back at lock with captain and starting number 8 Enrico Hadding still out with a broken foot. Flankers Ben Landry and tackling machine Charles Elton remain the co-captains. In the backs for the Seawolves, JP Smith is in his customary number 9 with Jordan Chiat returning at fly half. AJ Alatimu moves into the centers, pairing with Dan Creel. Martin Yosefo is back on the left wing with Ina Futi coming off a hat trick on the right. Veteran South African Adrian Carlso remains the fullback. Seattle, led by Alan Clark, the former Ulsterman and Ireland international hooker, in third season in charge in the Pacific Northwest. Jake Turnbull and Taylor Crumry return as forwards replacements with Vita Lopetti and Connor Mooneyham providing cover for the backs. Notably, Seattle does not have a specialist scrum half on the reserves bench. Now we take a look at the away starting lineups brought to you by Fieldstone Homes. Utah has USA Eagles Olive Khalifi and Paul Mullen back as the starting props. Jamie Lane and the veteran Sayo Hila start in the second row. Onihunga Havili has moved to the open side flanker alongside the Warriors captain Bailey Wilson, making his 50th MLR appearance tonight. Thomas Tuivau is the number 8. In the backs for the Warriors, Connor McLeod is back at number 9 alongside Joel Hodgson as the halfbacks. Calvin Whiting and Tyler Fisher remain the preferred center pairing. The league's leading try scorer Joe Mono remains on the left wing with Mika Kruse on the right. Caleb Makani is in the 15 shirt. Warriors are led by first-year head coach Greg Cooper. The former All-Black fullback has selected birthday boy Emerson Pryor as their replacement hooker, with MLR's all-time leader in appearances Angus McClellan. Seattle has won 5. They've lost 3, and they one draw came back in 2019 to 27 all there. And here they come, Seattle on the front foot looking to strike first at home. Futi unable to get the offload, finds Herbst. And Seattle 7 meters out, looking to bring the home crowd to their feet. Opportunity in the hands there of Charles Elton. Utah defending with all their might, the men in red and white. Knocked back, big hit coming in was Khalifi with the tackle. Seattle looking to regroup. Again, Charles Elton, the open side flanker there. Alatimu calling for it, gets it his first receiver, back he goes, little inside ball, has Yosefo. Yosefo looking for the offload, pops it out wide, Futi with a move, and it's gonna be the first 5 for the season.
That draws defenders in, and now it's just patience. Lots of really, really good patience. Alatimu stacking in at first receiver, even though he's at center. Yosefo coming round, look at that pass by Yosefo, out to his fellow wing, one step in, and a
great open field tackle.
Well, Futi is a physical player for someone of his size, and he relishes, I think, that one-on-one matchup against Mono. We're going to see a couple of big hits from both of them as we go through the game.
Pete, you said it. Ina Futi, not the biggest, just 5'10" and barely over 200 pounds, but he certainly plays much bigger than that size. Both sides. Havili able to get the offload. Whiting wrapped up. Now all of a sudden it's the Warriors inside the 22 of Seattle. Can they find the equalizer? Crossfield kick from Hodgson. Has a man, who else but Mono, able to get the pass off. And it's the Warriors down for 5. What a play. Bailey Wilson, the captain, dots it down.
Well, that was a beautiful play by Hodgson. That drive and go through.
All clear, Scott.
So Havili on the other side, able to go through. Look how he keeps this alive. Number 1 in the league for offloads at Utah, and you can see it right there. Whiting coming through, and then as they moved it wide, Hodgson saw the space. It's well covered out there by Alatimu, but JP's big driving maul.
Seattle's first line out, it's a good throw. Malcolm able to find Reno Herbst, and here comes the hitman, Samu Manoa, taking bodies with him. Seattle inside the 22 and looking dangerous. Can they respond after conceding the try to Makani and the Warriors? Smith surveys, likes to go to the open side, and Matenga. Hila there on the tackle, Smith quickly. Back in the hands of Elton as first receiver. Elton able to get the offload. There's Jake Turnbull on. Turnbull able to find Reno Herbst. Now it's the hitman, Samu Manoa, dots it down for the set.
Where off the shoulder support. As you come in, you can just run off the shoulder, able to get there. Watch this, off the shoulder pass, and then right here, off the shoulder pass.
Kick himself, that big booming to left boot. And Kruse able to keep it in. Here comes Mika Kruse. But again, it's Utah. Rumbling forward are the Warriors. Off the tee last week and was first 15. And he raises the flags here. And he cuts the Seattle deficit with 6 minutes remaining in the first.
About that 15-20 minute mark, they started to be more direct with Seattle. Big ball carries like Avile.
And here they come. Sorry to interrupt you, Matt, but they are going to find another. And you said big ball carries. Matt, that is exactly what they do. And conversion from taking the first lead tonight.
Yeah, and it was a great call actually by Matt, because he talked about a difference in approach. And that time, Hodgson took a kick, McInerney able to get it wide, and then out to Manu. Now, there's going to be a check here for the TMO to see if McInerney is ahead of Hodgson on the kick. Like I was talking about in the line out, you cannot be ahead of the ball. So if you're ahead of the kicker, when the kicker kicks the ball.
That is an issue. We thought they cleaned it up towards the end of the first half. Not the case. His little grubber through. Futi able to keep it in, and it's dotted down. Is it a try? With the Seawolves after playing with the Tel Aviv Heat and Rugby Europe Super Cup, sends the penalty through and puts Seattle. And the Seawolves have the fans on their feet. Lopetti, the little kick through, is knocked back. Both sides dipping deep into the reserves benches for this final push. And Kruse going to ground, somehow able to get the kick off, but back for the whistle. His first match, he was 6 of 6 from the tee for the Seawolves. And he sends this one through. Seattle 20, Utah 15. Ugokoto, the man being attended to. Giant has Yosefo with a little inside ball. Lopetti. Wilson with the tackle, still the opportunity. Here comes Durotalo rumbling across. Can he dot it down? No signal as of yet. Seattle will have to give it another go. Trying to dig it out, second effort. And there is the whistle. Avili, the Tongan making his way through. Now McClellan. Just inside the 22. McLeod surveys. He'll go to Hodgson here to the open side. Whiting. Seattle, tough defending. They continue to battle. They will do everything they can to keep Utah out of the try zone. Hodgson trying to change that. Has a little pop pass to the captain. Wilson brought down from behind, just a meter out. Second effort over the top. And they have a man, and it's Mono, his second of the night.
Great clear out. The ball comes wide, and watch it. Hodgson thinks about passing, but sees that space, goes through again. Offloads to Bailey, who's always on the shoulder, and then that creates the space that's wide. Smart play to get it over the top.
And the final whistle blows. Seattle able to take the win at home, and the Seawolves will clinch a home playoff match with a 27-20 victory tonight over Utah.